One of the biggest mistakes that I made when I was first starting out was I didn't understand the difference between cold and warm traffic. Like, you can't just run an ad to random people and expect that they're just gonna buy from you right off the go. Like, you have to actually build a relationship with them and warm them up to the idea that you are a capable person of delivering on your promise. And you're actually going to deliver them something of value. And if you don't build that relationship with that customer, then they're not going to want to buy from you because they don't trust you, they don't like you, and they don't respect you. It seems obvious to me now, but when I was first starting out, I was always running ads to people who didn't know me, and I was just sending them, please buy my stuff. And most people just don't want to buy your stuff because they don't know you, and they don't know, even if it's a cheap item, any amount of money isn't worth it when they don't know if what they're getting is worth it or not. If it's $5 for something, then that's $5 lost. If I'm a scam, or if I don't know what I'm talking about, or if I'm not legit. But if you can build that relationship and you can provide value along the way, that's going to warm a person up to the idea of giving you their hard-earned cash in exchange for whatever you have to offer. It's like walking up to a girl on the street and asking her to marry you. Like, she doesn't know you, and if she says yes, she's probably not the girl you want to marry. So you have to start off by providing some value. Okay, let's go on this date, and I'm going to introduce you to myself, and I'm going to build a connection with you. And we're going to build a relationship over time, and you're going to build trust and respect, and she's going to start to like you more. And then over time, as this builds and builds and builds, and she becomes warmer and warmer and warmer to you, then eventually you can get married. Similar with sales. If you start off talking to a random stranger and you go straight for the kill, it's not going to work. They don't know you, and they don't like you, and they don't trust you. So why would they give you their money? You have to build up that connection. And the more that your item costs, the more of that connection building you have to do. So if your item costs $5, maybe you only have to talk to them for 5 minutes and build that trust and respect. But if your item costs $10,000, now you need days and months, maybe even, to build that connection and foster that relationship with that person so that eventually that they can give you their money. And now it's not guaranteed that after you build this connection with this person that they're going to buy the thing from you. It's just like going on a date. You're not guaranteed that she's going to marry you after your first date, but at least there's a more likely chance, now that you've introduced what you have to offer and you show that you're willing to provide value and build that relationship and build that trust, there's a much more likely chance that they're going to buy from you versus not. And the more value and connection you provide to that person, the more likely that they are to buy from you. So if you spend years building this connection, providing this person value and helping them and helping their life, there's going to be this reciprocity where they're going to feel almost compelled to give you some of their money because they feel like you've given them so much. So at the end of the day, provide people with an insane amount of value for little to no cost, and that's going to build a relationship and a connection with that person so that later on down the line, they're going to be 10 times more likely to buy from you than if you just approach them as a random stranger asking them to give you money. I've found that if you go into the interaction with the intention of just helping the person, that's going to be a much more beneficial relationship with that person as opposed to just trying to sell them right off the bat. Because it really shows that you care about them and you care about their struggles and you understand what they're going through. So how this would look in like a practical sense, like if you're a business consultant and you go up to a person who needs help in their business and maybe they legitimately need help, and you go and you just try to sell your service to them in hopes that they would take it because they need it, that's going to come off badly because now it looks like you're just trying to get money from them. Whereas if you approach them and genuinely were trying to help them in a way, or give them some free advice, or give them some books that you like to read and just give it to them for free, that's going to build that connection with that person. So now they actually trust you, and when it comes to purchasing something from you where it could help them even more, now you've already shown and proven to them that you can provide them value and you can help their life. Now they're going to be much more likely and much more receptive to giving you their business. So I found, grab their attention from social media, paid ads, whatever, get some sort of lead information, so an email or a phone number, and then follow up with them with some sort of way of helping them out. So maybe it could be free advice, or it could be a free book that you like to read, or some sort of thing like that which actually helps them in their life in a substantial way. The more you help them in their life, the more value it's going to provide, and the more they're going to see you as an authority figure in that space. Subscribe to the channel below for more tips on things that I've learned throughout my life.